Unajua scientific name ya hangover?
No, I don't. No.
You don't know what you're going through? Do you know what a hangover is?
That feeling you have after, you kesho asubuhi.
Did you take anything maybe to ease down your hangover?
Lazima toa lock. Dawa ni dawa tu.
Are you suffering the consequences of an eventful weekend? Well, we have a doctor on board to help you manage the symptoms of hangovers. Welcome to Health and You. My name is Maria Jones. Enjoy.
The hangovers is complex symptoms and signs associated with indulgence in alcohol and alcoholic drinks. So it's a combination of symptoms, not just one thing, which presents in people differently. It doesn't have to come the same symptoms from one person to another.
Hallucination, man. You can't think about anything. You cannot think straight.
Most common ones is headache. People feel hangovers, they feel headache, they want maramoja. So you find somebody really indulges in alcohol, they have maramoja, painkiller somewhere because of headache. We have sometimes people have nausea, there are people who throw up, there are people who have stomach pains, stomach cramps, people who have acidity in their tummy, there are people who have dehydration. But in extreme cases, where it may be life-threatening. They say, liquor, then beer, you're safe. Beer, then liquor, you'll get sicker. When you mix the liquor, it can contribute to the hangovers. Why? Because what causes the hangover majorly is the concentration of the alcohol, not the amount of the liquid, but the alcohol concentration within that liquid. Because some drinks may be little in volume, but are concentrated with alcohol. So the more the concentration of the alcohol, the more the hangover effects you feel, because there are some compounds in the alcohol that causes the intensity of the hangover. So mixing drinks may contribute.
No, that's a lie.
It is true, it is not true, for two reasons. One, remember we said what causes the hangover is the alcohol content in the drink. So ordinary cheap brews may have stronger alcohol content. Of course, that's why we find people go blind because of the content of, majorly it's methanol, because it's highly concentrated methanol. But when it's more expensive, sorry to use that word, it means it has gone through processes, certifications by standardization companies or bureaus. They ensure that the alcohol content is standardized to what human consumption is allowed. So that is the safer option for somebody who is buying an expensive drink compared to someone who's buying a cheaper one. Because cheaper ones, sometimes they're not standardized. Some of them from black market, you don't know what is inside there. We've seen things on the screen where someone just farming from a tap and packaging. So that is where the statement may be true on one hand, but on the other hand, it may be false. Why? Because there are some expensive drinks, like, I don't want to mention names. But you see, a tortilla shot, it's a very small, but it's packed with alcohol. It may not take too much. You just take a little of it, it's expensive, but you still have the effects. So that myth is true and false on both sides of the flip side. Depends on the side of the coin which you're looking for on the side.
Lazima uchukue tu kanusu alafu upige hivi alafu ndio urudi normal.
So kutoa lock is a common street slang for people, majorly when they have the effect of hangovers. They feel like getting more alcohol will take away the effect of the hangover. It's a case of clutching at straws. So what you do is you ingest more alcohol to take away that feeling of the hangover. It just deceives you that the feeling is gone. But again, when the alcohol will leave from the system, the hangover sets in.
I came to a conclusion that maybe I should not be going to that place again. I kept on reminding myself what happened last time.
To avoid hangovers, number one is just avoid alcohol by itself, because that is what causes it. So if you can't avoid, limit. Don't take too much of alcohol. We say one too many for the road. Don't take alcohol on an empty stomach. Remember, alcohol is absorbed directly from the stomach. So when it's empty, the absorption occurs faster. So if you take it on an empty stomach, then you'll be able to get more into your system, and then the effects will be more severe. Alcohol is what we call a diuretic. Diuretic means it takes water from your system. That is why, of course, some of the symptoms of alcohol hangovers is that dryness of mouth. You feel extremely thirsty in the morning. You find that many of the people who have hangovers, they want to drink a lot of water. So again, to avoid the hangover effects, drink water as you are taking the alcoholic drinks so that you don't get into the dehydration extreme levels.
Like having a healthy a heavy meal before the drinks.
Weka foundation, make sure at least you don't do it on an empty stomach, so that when the alcohol comes into your system, the absorption does not happen very fast, because when it's now empty, then it goes directly into the bloodstream. The effects becomes more serious. You get more severe headaches, you get more severe dehydration, and all those kind of other effects. So I don't want to say it, but we can weka foundation.
I slept the entire day, to be honest.
Dawa ni dawa tu.
There is no scientific medication for hangovers, but if you're feeling a headache, you can take ordinary painkillers, what we call NSAIDs. If you're feeling too dehydrated, you can take water, because remember we said alcohol is a diuretic. If you're feeling too weak, you can eat. Of course, some may not even have the appetite to eat, but you try to eat because sometimes you're too weak. Because yesterday, over the weekend, you are ingesting too much, but you're not taking food. Again, we said there are some symptoms which may cause what do we call it? Stomach discomfort. You may be having nausea, you may be having stomach pains, you may be having aches in the tummy. So you may also use some of these medications that may manage nausea, may manage vomiting, may manage stomach pain.